So initially we had a grocery delivery program here at Seva Food Bank. We began to realize that the need is a bit greater than that. When we were delivering to certain people in the community, we realized some of the folks couldn't cook. Not because they didn't know how to, but because they were unable to due to old age, disability, illness, what have you. So we ended up transitioning to a meal delivery program. As we spread the word, Navneet from Peel Senior Link reached out and was inquiring about the meal delivery program. So I explained it, how it worked, the functions of it, what the parameters are, what the intake process looks like, and she said, I think there's someone in our building that might benefit.
One of my clients was struggling to make meals himself. His wife had recently passed away, so he was having a hard time. He wanted actually grocery delivery, but then when I searched food services near me, I found Seva Food Bank, and we actually started with one client. In 2 years, we had close to 50 clients, so the program continuously grew.
As a foundation, our meal program is predicated on a heart-healthy menu. So essentially what that means is that all of our meals that are prepared, they're low in sodium for those folks who have high blood pressure, and they're diabetic friendly, right? So we notice as you get older in age, particularly the populations that we're dealing with, high blood pressure and diabetes are at the forefront of many, potentially more serious illnesses beyond that, right? So our whole menu is catered toward a healthy lifestyle, particularly for seniors. If there are other things beyond that, that's where the intake process comes in. So some folks who may be lactose intolerant, we have dairy substitutes for them. Some folks who, due to religious reasons, can eat halal or kosher. Everything we purchase falls in those lines as well.
When preparing the menu, what goes into consideration is obviously their dietary restrictions, preference, sometimes culture. So for the dietitian, she will give me one set menu and I will rotate it. Sometimes I will go off, but I still keep it heart healthy. So for example, if for clients who need their meals to be modified, their menu is going to be different. I'll give them customized menus, modified menus for those persons, and then we will just work with that. So if this person can't have soup, but they will take porridge, we just have a small batch of porridge for those individuals. About the meals, it's cooking from the heart, it's heart healthy, it's nutritious, still on the taste good side, and my team and I, we're here doing a wonderful job just to please them, just as if we were cooking for our grandparents.
A partnership between Seva and PSL is, I cannot stress the importance of it, to be honest with you. And the reason why I say that is because Seva Food Bank operates, although we have 2 locations, we're still a relatively small food bank. You could argue that we have a very large impact, and we're grateful for that. But Peel Senior Link does something a little bit different, right? And I think this relationship is a microcosm of how agencies should work together to address a common goal. We're really good at providing people with food. You come to Seva, we're able to get you food for a required mandated period, 7 to 10 days worth of food, we got you. But now as we're expanding our programs, for example, this meal delivery program, those folks can't come into the food bank. So we don't necessarily have the eyes or the specialty that other agencies like Peel Senior Link may have, where they do have social workers, nurses, PSWs on hand to examine what the client needs. And as simple as a phone call, email, or even when we go and do our own site check-ins, we can discuss these things because they see things that we don't. They're experts in one thing, we're experts in the other, but we're all trying to attain the common goal. And I think, as far as I'm concerned, bringing dignity to folks who otherwise aren't able to provide for themselves or to take care of themselves to certain capacities, that's what we're here for. That's what Peel Senior Link is here for. So that synergy goes a long way. And I think that is something that ought to be replicated throughout all the social services.
I think the biggest benefit is being able to cater to what the client needs. So instead of opening a can of soup, which is full of sodium and other bad additives that they shouldn't be eating, they're getting a hot meal prepared at home. It may not be in their home, but the type of food that comes is like someone prepared it for them at home. They say it's wonderful. They are very grateful. some of them say it would be impossible for them to make these type of meals for themselves. And they're saving money as well on groceries. So I've gotten really positive feedback.
Yes, my name is Teresa Lang. I live at 2250 South Millway. It's a seniors apartment, but I am doing all my stuff myself. As I get older, I have difficulty standing for a long time to prepare my lunches, my suppers, what have you. It is a big meal to do on account of you have to wash your dishes afterwards and then it's standing again. The food is a plus because, wow, would have to pay, there's no words to describe it, you know, no. The soups are the soups, they're the best. One time it was chicken soup. I actually had to separate it because it was so thick. You know, we get about, you know, but it was full of noodles, full of chicken, and they're generous for their chicken too. I want to genuinely thank the team at PSL and Seva for the daily meals. It is a generous program. I am grateful for everything involved. I do really, really appreciate because there's no words to say more than appreciation, you know.
So what about the partnership gives you hope?
A lot. Without this partnership, we wouldn't have the effect, the measurable effect of making sure that whatever we're doing here is going out into the world, into buildings, into homes that truly need it. We're all in this, I guess you could say, this plane, this universe of trying to help with our respective clients, but you don't know how often that overlaps. With Peel Senior Link and this program, the fact that we're out here trying to provide meals for seniors, to have them age with dignity and deliver that human touch, Peel Senior Link makes that easier. I think growing in unison is something that we don't see often enough. And being able to pilot this program is going to go a long way to set the tone of how collaboration should work.
I think the biggest thing is that people still care to provide nutritious meals for seniors, and also kind of shows that the community also cares because they're still getting donations. There's companies out there that still care, and even some of the clients that are using the service have said, oh, we want to donate. So I think that's what makes me hopeful, that the community and people still care.